Last week was pretty slow around here, not a whole lot going on as we just waited for the beans to finish turning and get ready. We moved out the rest of our 2024 corn so that those bins are both empty and the beans are finally ready. We're hopeful today to get in the fields and start cutting some. We have, we store our wheat. When we run it in July, we put it in our soybean bin. So we are working on getting that out this morning, waiting for the truck to get back. And then after we get that out, we've got a little bit of prep to do on tractors and the head and placing augers. And if that all goes well, we're hopeful that by this afternoon, we'll be in the field running beans. Thankfully, the truck came early morning again, so we got both loads out in the morning, and it was so hot doing this job, but we survived. We got it done. This is our smallest bin, so probably the easiest one to clean out, but it still feels like it takes a lot of time. I think it takes us about an hour to load a truck typically, so I was inside shoveling and sweeping that whole time, just trying to get it all clean so that we don't have any wheat left when we put the beans in it. Wheat dust is just easily the worst, most disgusting bin to clean out. And that was with a mask on. Lovely. We don't use any semi-trucks currently in our operation, so our tractors pull wagons back and forth from the field to our grain bin setup. This is our 8335R. It had been on the disc after we disked our wheat stubble down, so we had to take this hitch off, which taking it off is so much easier than putting it on. It feels like to put it on, I really struggled to hold everything up and in place. And taking it off is a one-person job, thankfully. So I was able to do that by myself. And then Grandpa will use this tractor to haul the wagons back and forth between the field where my dad's combining and the grain bin site where I can unload them for him, depending on if it's a day that, you know, we need him to be running, like where we're farther away from the farm, or if it's a day that we're close enough that I can keep up with the combine and dumping the grain by myself. And a very long, very busy first day of harvest, but it's official. We're in harvest, we're running beans. It is officially October and day 2 of harvest. Got started yesterday on some soybeans. We cut for about 3 hours. Just had a lot of stuff to get done and got us a delayed start. But we got started earlier today. We're on the second field. They're below 12% moisture. With as dry as it was in August, we are pleasantly surprised and happy with what we're seeing for yields so far. I am fully admitting that I am tired today. Yesterday was a lot of up and down and cleaning out the bin and just a lot on my body, and I am paying the price and dragging ass a little bit today. But we're going, it's running smoothly, like it's just clicking along so far, so we cannot complain. We're just running at home right now, so it's really just easy paced and nice cutting. So we will just be ticking away at soybeans for about another week or so, and then it looks like we'll be good to start on corn right after, so fingers crossed. After 3 days of running around the farm, we were ready to load everything up and move to our fields that were a little bit farther away. Beans also conveniently turned into like the weeks of tires and all the tire things. We ended up changing out 3 wagon tires while we were running soybeans. Thankfully, we caught all 3 just unloading at the bin site, so before they were any really big issues. It is I guess this would be day 7, because we started last Tuesday and it's Monday, but day 7 of harvest. We are working on getting our wheat in today. So we're putting about 50 acres of wheat in. Grandpa is like right behind me with the disc because I screwed up. Screwed up my math. Screwed up the whole day. Dad said it would take 4.5 totes to do this place. And yesterday I came up and did what I thought was 40 acres and only used 3 totes, but I checked my math. I'm like, no, it's great, it's great. Well, my GPS and acreage count on my counter isn't quite right because it's a different width. Anyways, it's a different width than I am actually running. So, yeah, I did not do as many acres as I thought I did. I had more acres left than I thought I had. Just like entirely my fault. I cannot blame it on anyone but myself. Like, I made the call that I wasn't gonna put that extra tote in, even though it was just sitting there, because why would I waste the seed when I didn't need it, right? Yeah, I did need it. So what should have been 2 trips up here with the spreader is 3, and of course it's the farthest field away from the farm, and it was in totes, so it's not like somebody could just run me up some bags. Like, just, yeah, not fun. But like, Dad's laughing about it. He is in the combine running our irrigated beans today, some of them, so he's laughing. He's not mad. He is gonna be a little bit delayed on getting some wagons, but things happen and we're just gonna roll with it. Like, we can't change it. I screwed up. I took the extra time, whatever. All we have left to run for beans is our irrigated beans. So that's exciting. We pushed really hard. I say we pushed really hard last week. It felt like we pushed really hard because it was really hot. We only had one night that we worked past 7:30, like, just had really good weather and had good runs. Everything ran good. We did have to replace a fan motor belt on the combine, but it ran through that day, and we could notice it was losing RPM. Checked the belt looked a little, yeah, not great. So we were able to still run all day that day, and then replace the belt the next morning instead of having to actually be broken down. So we should, it's supposed to rain tonight, fingers crossed, because that is why we are pushing to get this wheat in today. It's gonna rain tonight. They're forecasting a 1/2 inch, so that would be really great. And then I have to be gone the next 2 days, so we won't run those 2 days probably no matter what. My grandpa, we try to not have him unload just because our auger has a swing arm on it, and I just feel like it's too much for him, so we really try not to have him unload. So I don't think the guys will run while I'm gone. Maybe they'll start Wednesday midday and just leave the beans for me to unload, but that's where we're at. Nothing overly exciting other than being really close to done with beans.